This is going to be sponsored by Cardo. Like, make sure you guys check it out. Links in the description. We're going to jump into some crashes and close calls, but make sure we're assessing relevant threats. Chaos Fury, here we go. 21 Ninja ZX10R. Okay. Uh-oh, dogs. Oh, no, no, no. I've seen that happen. Oh, trying to juke the dog. There you go. There you go. Go ahead. Find the escape. You're going to get attacked by some dogs, dude. That was really good. Really smart on you. This is definitely a smart rider. Was seeking and recognizing and understanding hazard situations. When we're talking about assessing relevant threats, once again, thank you, Cardo, for sponsoring code DDTF. At the top, you get 20% off. But right here, so recognizing. Okay, we're coming through a neighborhood. We're really kind of understanding, like, hey, there's dogs. There's kids running out in the parking lot, or not in the parking, in the street. I really like parking lots. But he starts to recognize this. We're getting up here. We have a good space cushion. We're in front of this other person. It's a red light. We are, oops, not red stage yet. We're in orange stage. Push the wrong button. Recognize that this was happening. We're in orange stage. We're like, oh no, I don't like that. I don't like that. What's going on? What's going on? She can't control her dogs. Very powerful dogs. She falls down. Now the dog's going to go ahead and get going. Now dogs they just tend to like hate two-wheeled vehicles. Like bicycles, motorcycles, loud noises. They're like, nah, don't like it. They could bite your leg and really cause some damage. So at this point, we need to find an escape. Okay, so when we're looking for positioning for safety, we're looking for escape paths and escape routes. But yeah, he's going to go into red stage. Like, oh no, we're not doing this. We got our escape coming up right here. We found it. It's green light. Hey, everything's good to go. This dude's running. I'm just going to gun it. We can accelerate to get ourselves out of this situation. If you run over the dog, you run over the dog. To be quite honest, I love dogs, but that's kind of the fault of the owner. Thankfully, nothing really happened, went past. But once you get to this point, we're like, okay, nose is clear, accelerate. And that's exactly what he does. Accelerate through. Did a quick head check on the people. Anybody coming through, head check on the driver. And then got himself out of there. At this point, you can get back to the speed limit because you've already bypassed what the dog could do. So you're safe now. And it sounds like that's what he's doing. He rolled off the throttle. You hear the engine RPMs go down. Very good. Very, very good. All right, get out of my lane, DJ Rides. Oh, side of the pedestrian. Found the escape. Found the escape. Easily could have been bad. So we got one, two, three lanes. Person's crossing right here. We're going to go ahead and go around. It's corner to corner, so the pedestrian could do that, but they chose a bad spot. Now, you could have swerved right. Now, either way, he found the escape path, okay? So either way, he found the escape path, assessed if it was a relevant threat. We did go this way. We went into the left turn lane, which gives you some options of getting hit, so that's not good. We have other lanes that we could have went through. We have two other lanes. Might as well choose those, but either way, your goal is not to hit anything. So he did what he had to do. Got himself out of there. You could have went to the right. Doesn't matter, though. We didn't get a crash. It's just a close call. Salty driver does not like filtering. All right, let's take a look at this one. Did he just turn off his GoPro? He's got a good attitude.
Cool. That's cool.
Great attitude. Okay. Don't escalate it. You just did your thing. Moving on. He's driving in a car. It sucks to be him.
All right. So this video is kind of funny to me because that dude's probably driving his grandma's old Mercury that she handed down to him that he couldn't afford to pay for himself.
Oh!
It's cool, dude. You probably have bad days every day. You're just salty and have something up, bro.
Oh, exactly. I don't know. The guy like hit the other person. There's no reason to do that, but we got some shit talking here. That's pretty funny. Guys, good for you, man. I liked how you handled it during the incident, by the way. So you handled it during the incident appropriately, didn't escalate it, and then afterwards you say how you feel. You know, get yourself out of there. Law of gross tonnage, right? And you don't know what other people could do. Yeah, maybe the person didn't see this part, but I get it. You're venting. Let it out, man. That's funny as hell.
He's probably driving his grandma's old Mercury that she handed down to him that he couldn't afford to pay for himself. So it's cool, dude. You probably have bad days every day. You're just salty and have something up, bro.
All right, here we go. We're going through here. BMW S1000RR. Somebody's to our side. We're in their blind spot. Be very careful. There you go. Get out of that blind spot. Very good. Very good. Coming up to a green light. Whoa! Got a side of the vehicle. Switch lanes. You did fine. You did fine. Slow it down because we're coming up to an intersection at high speed with lots of road surface hazards. And we're moving on with a quad lock. Very nice. Okay, so that person just did not see us. Okay, so we're over here. We're going 32, 34. I'm assuming that's what the speed is. Assuming that's what the speed is, because we're going 35. Now we're side by side with this vehicle. We don't like being side by side with vehicles. So we're gonna go ahead and accelerate. Now we're going 60, 62. But we are coming up to an intersection. We should be in orange stage, prepped and ready for this. We slow down a little bit. We don't know what's coming out. We don't know what people are doing. We should be prepped and ready with our brakes and find those escape paths. Okay, so the MTC awareness stages go from yellow to orange stage. Recognize that we were in their blind spot, went to orange stage, moved out of it, and now that we're out of it, our speed is though a problem. So when it comes to planning our ride, locating hazardous situation, assessing relevant threats, are we a relevant threat? Are we the relevant threat when it comes to our speed? Okay, so hazardous situations, he located that this was blind spot intersection, but are we the threat now because we raised our speed? That could be something that's bad. So right here, we're coming up to an intersection. We are slowing it down at 707. Nice little family picture there. So we're going to go ahead and slow it down a little bit. We see the side of the vehicle right here. So this is not good. We don't want to hit a side of the vehicle. That's going to be a path of travel thing. So we have to do something. We have to find an escape path. What do? We have 3 lanes. Switch lanes. Okay, very good. We have our hand off the handlebars, or we did for a quick second. We need to be slowing down. We do have an intersection. We are turning left. We need to slow it down. The road looks absolute donkey doo-doo. So we need to get ourselves in a position for safety. And that's slowing it down, okay? So you see that pothole right there? Look at that. Look at that thing. It's a manhole cover and pothole combined. It's going to be very dangerous, very bad if we hit that. So we have to now navigate through this at a slower speed. So that's where trail braking can come into play when it comes to urban riding, is that you're coming up to an intersection a little bit too fast. You start doing some trail braking through the turn versus trying to slow down as much as you possibly can at the beginning and then go slowly. You can actually kind of go through the turn. That's more of an advanced skill because you have to be able to understand braking first and foremost. So it's very important. I wouldn't call it advanced anymore. I think Yamaha Champion Riding School has taught it so well that it's now turned from more of an advanced technique to more of like an intermediate technique. I think their coaching is so good that they're able to get beginner intermediates to really understand it. So I'm really proud of them. It's really cool. Not a big deal. Moving on. Not a big deal. After you handled it, you're good. Don't get position for safety. Off to the side a little bit more. You don't want to get sandwiched between vehicles.
Fucking asshole, man.
Just move on. All right, Scooter Junkie Motovlogs. This is where your Cardo Pack Talk really comes in handy so you guys can communicate with each other. Whoa, D-bag alert. Exactly. So you in the back could say, hey, D-bag up ahead, watch your left. Tell all your buddies. Use the Cardo Pack Talk Edge. You have that dynamic mesh. You're able to communicate with everybody. We use the edges here. You can have 15 people with that. You could just talk to everybody. Hey, we got a D-bag up ahead. Just let them go. Let him stay in front, because if we stay side by side like this or in front of him, he has the ability to hit us. Okay? He has the ability to hit us and run over your foot, dude. Just kind of let it go. Not a big deal at this point. He's having a bad day. You guys are riding around on fun little bikes. Let him have it. Let him do. Oh, ran a stop sign. Could have hit a person. All right, everybody, we have to assess relevant threats when it comes to this. So thank you real quick to Cardo for sponsoring this MTC lesson. Use the code DDTF for 20% off. But let's jump right into it. 45-second lesson. So assessing relevant threats. We have to watch out for road surface hazards. Any riders that are in the road with you with like a group ride, roadway users, that's where it is. Motorcycle riders need to be vigilant. So yeah, you guys can read this. The main thing here is that we're positioned for safety. We're locating hazardous situations. Now we have to understand if things are in front of us or around us are actually a threat. Because you don't want to think to yourself, oh my gosh, everything out there is a threat. No, if there's a pothole way over there, it's not a threat. If there's a pothole right in front of you, yes, it is. If there's somebody turning in front of you, yes, it is. Somebody turning way over there, no, it isn't. So understanding what a relevant threat is allows you to then navigate any active threats when they come out in front of you. So it's very important that we're paying attention, and we only got 2 more seconds, but thank you, Cardo. Let's go ahead and get right back to the crash reviews, and let's watch this one.
me.
Oh, a little bit of gravel. So they're talking on their headsets.
In the middle of the road.
This is exactly what
It's in the middle of the road.
a Cardo is really good for. You guys can communicate with each other.
Let's not panic them too much. I don't want to be responsible for any busted ass goats, man. It's time to turn around. He might have hit that little gravel. You never know.
So right there, if they are all on Cardo units, they can communicate with each other. Yes, we've seen this one before. But yeah, that's where they're communicating. Hey, there's gravel on the road. We went and they're waiting a little bit. It's like, he's not with us. Let's go back. He probably hit the gravel on the road. So if we can all communicate with each other on these headsets, we can actually talk to each other and say, hey, there's gravel in the middle of the road. Let's take it slow on this turn. And there it is. KLR crash. He's walking. Everything's fine. We're rescuing. We're ensuring our own safety. Doesn't look like any major bleeds. We're going to help each other out. But this is exactly why we use the headsets.
Yep.
As a safety thing. Not necessarily it's like we're listening to music all the time, but really helps with group rides like this.
Ooh.
Oh, shit.
All right. Here we go. Bad Audi driver.
Just, whoa.
Oh. So talking to your learner up ahead, same thing. You can communicate with each other. This guy's just like wanting to switch lanes. Hey, there's a Prius. I'm surprised they didn't cause the problem. Yeah, start paying attention. Look forward. Look what you need to do. Do what you need to do. Stop looking at this person.
What was that?
Just go.
What are
just
you
do
doing?
it because you're starting to get distracted by. They call it distracting injuries when you come up to like a motorcycle or any type of crash or any type of trauma incident where, let's say somebody fell out of a tree and they have a broken leg and it looks pretty bad. It looks pretty gross. It's all like 32 different angles, and you're looking at it and you're like, oh my gosh, it's crazy. But what you missed was the fact that he landed on a branch and impaled his chest. And so like the distraction of that leg is going to cause you to like look only at that and not take care of the real problem. So when we're actually over here and we're just staring at this person, look how we're just staring at this person. It's a distraction. What's the real problem? What's ahead of us? That's the problem. You notice how he stopped talking? Look, we're trying to find our solutions. We're hitting our visors. Our face shield's trying to get back into position. But look at where we're focused on. We're focused on this person instead of the traffic in front of us. Don't be distracted. Don't be distracted. Just get yourself in a position for safety and don't worry about these dum-dums. It's as simple as that. Here we go. MT Rider, MT07. Okay, they got a turn signal. Whoa, side of the vehicle. That was a line of sight issue for a quick second there. Look at that. We can't see anything. So line of sight, unobstructed view. Can't see what's around this vehicle. That's the problem. We don't like that. What you can see is through there, that window, you can see the vehicle coming out. But that's really difficult to do when you're trying to navigate everything. So when we're in this situation, we're passing people, go into orange stage just real briefly, cover those brakes, find those escape paths, plan your ride, figure out what we need to do, locating hazardous situations right here, loss of visibility, assessing if there's any threats, but get ready to apply the brakes. There's the person coming out, roll off the throttle, handled it. Moving on. Is there more? We have another vehicle coming. Okay, Virginia Trail, here we go. This 4-lane road often has cars turning left that may be stopped. Okay. So assessing for relevant threats, there's an open lane pattern right here. Open lane pattern. We're coming up side by side with this vehicle in their blind spot. There it is. Open lane. So what he was saying is that in that left lane, people are stopped because there's no turn lane. So as soon as this person right here, you can kind of see just a little bit of the vehicles kind of like in this lane. Our lane is wide open. So at any point in time, this person could switch over. We don't like that. We don't want that. So we stay out of their blind spot and we stay. Here's the thing is we stay staggered with these people. So great job getting an Indian first and foremost. There it is. Great job with the braking. Look, it's wet out. ABS kicking in. Probably didn't even hit the ABS at all because he has good progressive braking. Handled it. Good job. Good job. Let's get the like button. Let's hit that like button. Let's get to 200 likes right now. Let's do it. Let's do it. Look ahead. Position a little bit better. You don't want to get hit by anybody behind us. Okay, so position for safety when it comes to intersections. Position off to the sides. Okay, don't get right behind the vehicle. Somebody can run up behind you and hit you and squish you. All right, here we go. Clay nog. Ooh, big accident up ahead.
Oh my God!
Big accident up ahead. We saw this one, I believe, a while back. This is where talking on your phone with your Cardo headset, you don't have to take your helmet off. You can just talk to 911 pretty easily and have everything hands-free, basically.
Hi there. I'm on a interstate highway, and there was a 3-car wreck, and it looks like 2 of the cars are totaled. And
look at the mechanism on this thing. I think we talked about that earlier. The mechanism of injury on it. Massive compartment intrusion. That is a lot of force being applied into that person. So remember, when we see this, we need to remain calm, ensure our own safety. And what he's doing is calling 911 for remaining calm. We're off to the side, remaining safe, or ensuring safe. So we're on the shoulders, still look behind us, make sure nobody's going to run us over. And if we can help anybody, let's stop major bleeds here. Let's stop major bleeds.
it's, do you know what highway this is? 78, Highway 78.
Very dangerous.
Yes.
Very good.
Yes, just, yeah.
Officers that are coming to investigate this, I'm just on my way.
I just want to let you know, I actually got it on video.
Perfect.
Yes, sir.
The officers that are coming to investigate this, I'm just on my way home.
Yes, sir.
They're gonna want it.
Yes, sir.
So he's going to check on people. He's a
Is that
first
over
responder
on
at
this
least.
Yeah, just move it over on this side so we can get traffic moving down this
Okay, sure thing.
Perfect.
Yes, sir.
Good job working
You know
with
if
each other.
everyone's Okay? Do you know
That's
if
pretty.
Everyone's okay?
Yeah.
She's a little hurt. She's a little shook up.
Yeah.
Bleeding.
Probably seatbelt, maybe wrist where the airbags go. When you're holding the steering wheel, the airbags will hit it. You'll get some burn marks from it because of the propulsion. Yeah, the collarbone with the seatbelt.
Oh,
But the thing is, imagine your head going through the windshield or you being ejected. I'd rather have some pain on the collarbone. So that's what we're talking about when it comes to being a smart rider here, is that when we are acquiring and using personal protective equipment, it's like, yeah, I got a headache and I got a small traumatic brain injury, a concussion, and I probably have like a broken arm, but I don't have any road rash. I don't have anything impaled into my skull and into my brain. I don't have a cracked skull. I don't have my face ripped off. Yeah, so you're going to have a little bit of pain. You're going to have some issues, but it mitigated the massive stuff that's happening. Oh, really, Gizmo? I don't know that question.
Video. Is it still blinking?
You watched the video?
I think so, yeah.
Oh my God, thank you so much.
Thank God.
Yeah, so they're going to have it. Look at the damage.
Wow.
All right, everybody. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be jumping into the rest of the lesson. What I'm going to do is hop on the bike, and let's go and take a look at it. All right, everybody, we're going to be talking about the MTC awareness stages. There's 5 of them. There's going to be white, yellow, orange, red, and brown. Now, these stages are like mindsets that you get into. Okay, we got an intersection right here. This is going to be orange stage. And then we're going to be going back into yellow stage. I know I'm going to talk about that. These are the stages that get you into that mindset. I love colors. It makes it to where things are easy, color-coded. You know, stop signs are red, right? We have caution signs that are orange or yellow, depending where you're at. Street signs are green. It helps you find those things that are out there before you even see the words. We're going to be talking about white stage right now. In white stage, what that is that you're completely zoned out. What you want to be is in yellow stage where you're zoned in. You're prepped and ready. You're looking for things. You see road surface hazards. You're scanning the road, but at the same time, you're relaxing. You either have music, whatever. White stage, a typical version of white stage is that you are sitting on the couch watching TV, oblivious to everything around you. You're walking on the sidewalk. You're staring at your phone. You have no idea what's going around you, and you fall into the fountain or you run into somebody. That's what white stage is. Now, when you're riding a motorcycle, white stage, you don't want to be in white stage when you're on a motorcycle because you're just going to run into things. Now, what happens when you're looking at your phone, one second, we're at orange stage because we're going to the intersection, don't want to get hit by anybody. We're getting back into yellow stage right now. Decent space cushion. What's happening with white stage is all of a sudden you look up and you're about to run into somebody when you're looking at your phone. You panic. You're like, oh, that's what brown stage is, when you have that panic moment. So you're maybe playing with your phone, all of a sudden you look up, you see a car, oh no, and you slam the brakes and you dump the bike. That's brown stage. We do not want to do that. So these are the 2 stages out of the 5 that you do not want to be a part of. You don't want to be doing. You want to stay zoned in. The best way you could do that, well, I'll talk to you about that when we talk about yellow stage.